Hello my dear students, once again welcome back to your online class. So in today's video we'll be discussing on the last topic of the chapter organic chemistry, that is the alcohol and carboxylic acid. So now coming to the group alcohol, which is given by the general formula CnH2n plus 1 OH. Okay, so here we can clearly see that alcohols are the hydroxyl derivative of alkanes. Okay, so because in alkane we have the formula CnH2n plus 2. So if one of the hydrogen atom of the alkane is replaced by OH, then the group form is known as the alcohol group. Okay, so coming to the first member of the homologous series of alcohol, so we have methane, we have CH4. So if I replace one of the hydrogen atom by OH, then I get CH3OH. Similarly, the second I can get C2H5OH. Similarly, the third I can get C3H7OH. So in the same way we form the homologous series of alcohol, and the first one is known as methane. Now since I have a OH group, so I replace this E by OL. So this is the methanol. Similarly, the second is ethanol. The third is propanol. Okay, so in the same way we can form the homologous series of alcohol. So in this topic alcohol, we'll be discussing in details about the ethanol. Okay, so we'll be discussing on the preparation of ethanol and its chemical property. So let's begin the way or different methods to produce the ethanol. So now coming to the different methods of preparation of alcohol, in this whiteboard I have written the 4 different methods of producing alcohol. So the first one, as we know, the alcohols can be prepared by the fermentation of carbohydrates. Like for example, we have here sugar. Okay, so when sugar is fermented, we simply get a ethanol. Okay, so ethanol in the presence of the catalyst like a yeast. Now fermentation also, in the simple term, it means that it is the decomposition of the organic compound. So whenever the organic compound that contains carbohydrate, it decomposes, where the bacteria or the yeast, they act as a catalyst, we obtain ethanol. Now in this reaction, it's important to keep the oxygen out of the reaction, otherwise this reaction may yield to produce a acetic acid, and this is done by the reaction itself. This production of carbon dioxide, it prevents the reaction of ethanol with the oxygen. Now the second method of producing alcohol, that is ethanol, is by the hydration of ethene. So here you can see the reaction that ethene, when treated with water in presence of phosphoric acid at the temperature 300 degrees centigrade and 60 atmosphere, we get ethanol. Now the third is by the action of sulfuric acid, and by the action of, it is the concentrated sulfuric acid, okay, on ethene. So the reaction occurs in the 2 steps. When ethene reacts with the sulfuric acid at 80 degrees centigrade and 60 atmosphere, it gives ethyl hydrogen sulfide, and this ethyl hydrogen sulfide, when further diluted, it produces the ethanol. So this is the ethanol, or simply I can write this one as C2H5OH and the sulfuric acid. Now finally the fourth method, which is also the laboratory method of preparation of alcohol, it can simply be produced by the hydrolysis of alkyl halide. Now you must be knowing what is the alkyl halide. Alkyl halide means if from the alkane group, if you remove one of the hydrogen atom and then if you add halogen, that is known as the alkyl halide. So here I have taken the ethyl iodide. Okay, so on ethyl iodide, when it is treated with so this is in aqueous state. Okay, so sodium hydroxide, and when it is boiled, we get a ethanol and sodium iodide. Okay, so these are the 4 different methods of producing the ethanol, which is also the general method and as well as the laboratory method. So the reactions are given in your book. So for you, it's very essential to remember all these reactions and then write it down when you are asked to write this. So now coming to the next topic, that is the chemical properties or the chemical reactions of the alcohol with different substances. Like the first we have combustion. Okay, so when the alcohol is burned in the presence of air, which is also here I have written oxygen, it produces simply the carbon dioxide and water vapors, or simply the water. The second, the reaction with the sodium, whenever the ethanol it reacts with the sodium, it gives a compound known as sodium ethoxy plus the hydrogen gas. The third, when it is treated with the sulfuric acid. Now coming to the sulfuric acid, so it reacts differently when the sulfuric acid is in axis and when it's in deficiency. Like when the sulfuric acid is treated with the alcohol, the ethanol in axis, it gives a ethene, okay, ethene and water. But whereas the same reaction when the ethanol is treated with the sulfuric acid, when the sulfuric acid is lesser in quantity, it gives a compound known as diethyl ether, which is C2H5O, C2H5O and water. And finally, we have a very important reaction, that is oxidation of ethanol. Okay, so in the presence of potassium permanganate is like when initially when alcohol it reacts with the potassium dichromate solution, it produces aldehyde, and the aldehyde on further oxidation in the presence of potassium permanganate, it gives a carboxylic acid, that is the acetic acid. So that's why when the alcohols they are left open, okay, so it oxidizes with the air, with the oxygen present in the air to produce acetic acid, so thus it becomes bitter to taste. Now finally we have the uses of alcohol. So we all know the uses of alcohol. It's used as a beverages, okay, as a drink. It's also used for making different kinds of paints, dyes, and it's also used for the production of many chemicals which are given in details in your book, so you may go through it. So now we have one more last topic, that is the carboxylic acid, which we'll be discussing now. Now coming to the carboxylic acid, so the hydrocarbons which contains a group of COOH is known as a carboxylic acid. So the general formula of carboxylic acid is given by R, C double bond O and OH, where R is the halides, alkyls, not halide, sorry, it is alkyl. So it's known as a carboxylic acid because it contains a carboyl group, that is CO, and it also contains the OH group, that is the hydroxyl. Okay, so thus the name comes the carboxylic acid. So in this, the first member of the homologous series of the carboxylic acids simply can be written as C double bond O and OH. So one more valency, so I write here H. So this is the first member of the carboxylic acid, that is known as methoinic acid. Okay, methoinic acid, because we have only one carbon atom there. So similarly we can have a second member of this carboxylic acid by adding COOH, and then instead of H I write there CH3. So what is the name? So the name comes here, the ethioinic acid. So similarly we can write the higher member of the homologous series of carboxylic acid. So now we will be learning in details about the second member of the homologous series of the carboxylic acid, which is the ethioinic acid, which is also known as a acetic acid, and the first one is known as the formic acid. Okay, so now we will be studying in details about the preparation of the acetic acid and as well as its chemical properties and uses. So the very simple way to produce the acetic acid is using alcohol. So when alcohol, when it's oxidized in the presence of the catalyst like a platinum, it yields acetic acid like C2H5OH. When treated with oxygen in the presence of catalyst platinum, it yields CS3COOH. Okay, so this is the well known method of producing the acetic acid from the alcohol. Coming to the chemical properties of carboxylic acid, so as the name itself suggests, the carboxylic acid, so thus the action on the litmus paper, so the blue litmus will turn red in color. Coming to the second, the action of the carboxylic acid with the metallic carbonate. So here if I take acetic acid when treated with a sodium carbonate, it gives a ethionate, the respective ethionate. Like if I have a metal, a sodium, it gives a sodium ethionate, water and the carbon dioxide. Now with the alkali, so we know that whenever all the acids, when they are treated with the alkalis, it simply gives us what is that, a salt and water, which is also the neutralization reaction. So in this case, when the carboxylic acid, that here the acetic acid is treated with the sodium hydroxide, which is alkali, it gives a salt, which is a sodium ethionate and then water. And an important reaction with the alcohol is known as esterification, because in this the acetic acid, it reacts with the ethanol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid to produce a compound which is a fruity, which has a fruity smell and which is known as ester and water, and this reaction is also known as esterification. So these are some of the important reactions of the acetic acid with some of the compounds. So now you coming to the uses, you may go through a book and learn few of the uses of the carboxylic acid. So now this is the end of your chapter organic chemistry. So where we have learned about the three kinds of hydrocarbon, alkane, alkene and alkyne, and then today we learned about the alcohols and the carboxylic acid. So now try to solve all the problems given in the exercise, and if you have any problem, you are always free to ask me in my WhatsApp number. Thank you.